I'm at the Umaria train station, taking the overnight train to Agra. And the train's an hour late. It's about a 12-hour ride, I think. So this is one of the local trains from Indian Railways. This goes to Bhopal. Chair car, sleeper car, ladies only car, luggage car, sleeper car. Have a safe journey. Here it is. The Utal Express. Utal Express. Utal. Agra, and it has 4 berths here. You want to be on YouTube?
Yeah.
Alright, so Vikram is in the garment business. He's going all the way to New Delhi. We just met. So basically, I have a new roommate, maybe 2 more. So imagine if you have a hotel room and a bunch of strangers just walk in and stay with you. That's kind of what's happening on this train.
One selfie. I want to take one selfie.
Okay, I'm gonna take a selfie. So this train ride's about 13 hours maybe to Agra, which is the home of the Taj Mahal. And that's what I'll be seeing tomorrow at sunset. Here is my little bed for the night. Alright, so I'm on the overnight train to... Where am I going? I'm going to the Taj Mahal. But these gentlemen are finding my YouTube channel, Andy's Awesome Adventures, and they're playing it on the train, which is pretty cool. So they're watching my highlights reel right now. And there's this gentleman here is watching it also on his channel.
Yeah. Please.
Yes. And he's watching the DMZ video, which is my most popular video, with 1.3 million views.
Nice channels. Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So nice.
Thank you. And you were a Sikh, right?
Yeah,
you were Sikh.
I am
Yes.
Sikh, yes.
I went to a Sikh temple in New Delhi.
New Delhi?
I went to the Sikh temple there,
Okay.
where they feed the hungry.
Right.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
One of the Sikh temple in Amritsar, Golden Temple. It's a...
Amritsar? I'm going there, yeah, I'm going there. Yeah.
Fully golden. Fully golden.
Okay. We'll go to, yeah, I'm gonna go there too. So, yes, plenty of adventures here in India.
Right.
Here in the restroom, the overnight train to Agra, where the Taj Mahal is. Why can't Indian bathrooms have a toilet bowl? Why is that so difficult? This is a tough one, let me tell you. It's a very cramped space. What's up? Another couple hours and I'm done with my 13-hour journey. But yeah, folks, that's what you gotta do. So now that it's daytime, you have a better look at this sleeping quarter. I mean, it's a very narrow hallway. It goes down there. Some of these have 4 bunks, some have 2. Again, this is where I slept. My bunk is right there. And there's 2 up top, 2 below. I was telling these gentlemen before. So I should be done in less than 2 hours. And tonight will be the Taj Mahal. Well, I finally made it to Agra. 13 hours. Not the most comfortable ride, but I started with strangers in my little cabin, and we got to know them. Very nice people, and they got very excited when I told them about my YouTube channel, unlike my own family and friends. So today I'll be seeing Agra Fort, and of course tonight the Taj Mahal. So one last look at the Agra station, which I almost missed getting off. I was told it would be 11:30 and it's reported to 11, and there's no announcements on the train, so you really have to pay attention. I was kind of dozing off, so thankfully I asked where we were. So here we are, and it's time to start my tour.
Hi, this is Andy Teach, host of Andy's Awesome Adventures, and welcome to Agra, India, home of the magical, mystical, and magnificent Taj Mahal.
This is the Royal Gate, a beautiful piece of architecture.
And it has been made by the 5th Mughal king known as Shah Jahan in memory of his third wife known as Arjuman Bano Begum. Later on the title have been given to Mumtaz Begum. After giving the 14 children, she died at the time of delivering the 14th female birth child at Burhanpur. So you just enjoy how nice and beautiful it is looking, and it's keep on changing its color at the time of sunrise and at the time of sunset. Thank you for coming.
As Masood mentioned, the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, who reigned from 1628 to 1658, commissioned the Taj Mahal in 1632 to house the tomb of his favorite wife Mumtaz Mahal, a Persian princess who died in 1630 giving birth to their 14th child. They first met in 1607 when he was 15 and she was 14, and they married 5 years later in 1612. Most of the construction of the mausoleum was completed by 1643, but the entire complex wasn't completed until 1653 at a cost of over $800 million in today's dollars. The construction project employed some 20,000 artisans from India, Persia, and Turkey, along with the help of 1,000 elephants. Legend has it that Shah Jahan originally intended to build another mausoleum across the river to house his own remains. That structure was to have been constructed of black marble, and it was to have been connected by a bridge to the Taj Mahal. However, he was deposed in 1658 by his son Aurangzeb and was imprisoned for the rest of his life in Agra Fort. Agra Fort was built in the year 1573 under the reign of Akbar the Great, one of the Mughal emperors who rebuilt what was a brick fort into a red sandstone and brick fort. It was during this time that the main part of Agra Fort was built. It took more than 4,000 workers and 8 years of hard work to complete the fort. Knowing the significance of its location, Akbar built the fort to make it the main residence of the Mughal emperors, which it was until 1638 when the capital was shifted from Agra to Delhi. This is the main gate of Agra Fort that tourists enter because the Indian military, and in particular the Parachute Brigade, is still using the northern portion of Agra Fort, and the Delhi gate in that area of the fort cannot be used by the public. Jahangir Mahal, or palace, was the principal palace for women belonging to the royal household and was used mainly by the wives of Akbar. It features a form of Islamic architecture. The palace was built by Akbar and is one of the earliest surviving buildings of Akbar's reign. In his memoirs, Akbar's son Jahangir stated that the buildings were erected by his father Akbar, but Akbar did not take any credit for the construction of Jahangir Palace. Jahangir's wife, Mughal Empress Nur Jahan, used this palace as her residence until her death in 1645.
No modern tourists, nothing was there.
So this is all handmade, no,
Yeah.
just handmade tools, beautiful. And this is the palace.
Palace of Jahangir, Jahangiri Palace, the father of Shah Jahan who made the Taj. All have been done symmetrically from very corner, whatever you are looking. But these 5 screens that you are looking is meant for the Muslim women of the Haram to look at from behind whatever the functions, activities going on to this side. But during those days, they were not permitted to come in front of the strangers or to the unknown people. The teenagers used to stand on these arches with the colorful dresses. So anything happens good, they just throw the rose flower petals on them to cheer them up. So that no unwanted people can enter.
So this is actually a bookshelf. Yeah, you can see how faded it is. That's over 500. That's over 500 years old, right? So this was part of the water system.
Taj Mahal heute mal.
Oh, I see a nice white building over there. Folks, we're about to see one of the most famous buildings in the world. And later on tonight, we're going to get closer up. But let's check out the view from one of the windows here. There it is. The Taj Mahal. Beautiful.
Musamman Burj was built by Shah Jahan for his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. It is said that at first, a small marble palace built by Akbar was situated at this site, which was later demolished by Jahangir to erect new buildings. Shah Jahan chose this site to erect the multi-storied marble tower inlaid with precious stones for his wife. It was built between 1631 to 1640. It was only during the reign of Akbar's grandson, Shah Jahan, that Agra Fort took on its current state. Unlike his grandfather, Shah Jahan tended to have buildings made from white marble. He destroyed some of the earlier buildings inside the fort to make his own. Most of the others were destroyed by the British between 1803 and 1862 for raising barracks. About 30 of the original 500 buildings survive. Shah Jahan could no longer afford to pay his troops and generals. The emperor fell seriously ill in 1658. His 4 sons, sensing an opportunity, moved in for a chance to rule a vast Mughal empire with all of its wealth. All four men were governors of Mughal states at the time of their father's illness. Aurangzeb, the most politically savvy of Jahan's sons, had his father arrested in 1658. He feared his father would expedite the ascension of Shah Jahan's favorite son to the throne because of his illness, so the other brothers backed his move. He was also not happy that so much money was being spent on monuments such as the Taj Mahal, the beautiful tomb created by Shah Jahan, who was forced to only see it from a distance from his bedroom where he was imprisoned. Shah Jahan died in 1666.
Known as Diwan-e-Am.
And what are
That
the domes?
Those domes was known as a Moti Masjid, the mosque for the Muslims to pray.
That is the mosque, okay. I was going to say that was the mosque.
And so this work we call it marble inlay work with semi-precious stone and the white marble. And this marble we get from Makrana. Makrana is the place of Rajasthan near the Jaipur, 360 kilometers away from Agra in Rajasthan. And these all are beautiful semi-precious stones which were used in the Taj Mahal, and they all come from different part of India. Like for example, blue one. You know the name of this? Lapis lazuli. Blue one we call it lapis lazuli. Green one is malachite. That's Indian jade. Shining one is mother of pearl. Pale blue is turquoise. Black one is onyx. Brown is jasper. And orange we call it cornelian. So cornelian, this is the main stone of the Taj Mahal, and it is always illuminated with a touch of light. So this is the only stone which is illuminated with a touch of light, no any other stone. That's why my local language people call it fire stone, because it glows like a fire. Love unique stone, and this stone we get from Gujarat, local stone from India. So these semi-precious stones are available in the form of small pieces of rocks. First of all, the craftsman make the slice and break in a small pieces. The craftsman hold the stone in the left hand fingertips, and this is the bow. Can you see that? So this is the bow, or this is right hand. We rotate and root the stones again this wheel, and give the shape of flowers, leaves, birds one by one. So this is the rose flower. In this flower, 26 number of stones, labor of 2 days, all pieces are individual. And it is not fixed into the marble yet. This is just for demonstration place. That's I'm just showing you how they will make the design, how they will make the pattern. But we will explain you how they will fix the stone into the marble. And so after that, the craftsman hold the stone into the marble with the help of these two chisels. Look at that. And the same kind of these two chisels used in the Taj Mahal. One is pointed and another one is flat. It's made of iron. You know iron?
Yes.
That's made of iron. So pointed one, we make the outline like this. Before we put the flat top of the marble, we make the outline. Then we remove that flower, we make the cavity with the help of second chisel with the flat one like this. And we give the cavities always 2.5 millimeter deep. We give like that. This copper sitting over there, he make the cavities 2.5 millimeter. And so after giving the cavities, now we have a special type of glue like this. And the same kind of glue used in the Taj Mahal, but the recipe of glue is secret, like the recipe of Coca-Cola, like a KFC.
Yes.
Like the recipe of glue is Coca-Cola, so we provide with the help of burning charcoal. It's become soft. And especially of glue is melt only once. If you try to melt once again, it's not again work. So then you fix the stone into the cavity with the help of this beautiful glue. It fixes forever, never ever comes out again, like the Taj Mahal. And all the gems are fixed, then send it down. And so then wash with normal soap and water, then polish with wax. So finally this red color, it goes off and marble become again white. this is the wheel made of dust and the 10% powder of diamond. This is the same technique, same tool we use at the time of Taj Mahal show. But this workmanship only done by hand. We never use in machine because machine is too fast. We never control the machine. पहले बार देखो YouTube पर लेके तुम्हारी जगह पे इस पर डालिए YouTube पर चलिए मैं करता हूँ इसको डालिए YouTube पर तुम्हारी बाद में तो अपना मोबाइल पुराना तो मेन पत्ती देखो look at that show. This is the one piece having 6 pieces of stone chair, labor of 2.5 hours to make every single piece you can
2.5
count.
hours for that
Yes,
piece.
2.5 hours to make every single piece you can count here. That's having 10 pieces of stones. And look at that one more piece. That's a very tiny pieces. You can see the actually sir easy to flat surface but very very difficult to round make curved surface. Very difficult time consuming to make. This piece 2 hours to make.
Wow.
Sit down.
All right, we're taking a little tuk-tuk ride. Oh yeah. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, hold on.
Ooh, baby.
Warp speed, please. Everybody's walking back from the Taj Mahal.